Looks like Blitz wants to invade. Or, yeah, let's get wants to invade. Or he's just fucking around, I'm not actually sure. Alright, if he's just fucking around, I'm just going to do this.
Shinshin's on enemy team? And Tyler won? Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Remy? Is that Remelia? Okay. Look lines.
I have a feeling Sunset's gonna do Raptor start and go to his Krug, so I can probably go for his blue buff actually.
Why don't you look at lanes?
Didn't seem like there was anything going on mid. Just from the mini-map, so I usually don't look at it unless I see something happen with
Gromp.
champions close to each other.
Okay.
You think Gromp was better?
No. I mean, no. Gromp was. No. Never mind. Anyway, the minimap doesn't show minion HP.
I feel that. Ah, fuck, they hit level 2. I was hoping we have one more minion worth. That sucks. I thought we had one more minion with the XP before they came. Or they got level 2. Oh well. Evelyn's up here.
Mm-hmm.
She could be going for my blue, in which case I can counter that.
Oh, Quinn doesn't check. Jesus Christ.
She's probably there. This could be a free kill for us. Nope, she's on Grump. She's executing. Yeah, that's what I figured. That would have been a kill if Quinn was there earlier, I feel like.
Well, you don't need to, like, so if Quinn moves, then Eve responds and she runs away, and then you just get to the blue and then she full clears her jungle. That's always the pattern. Huh?
Maybe. I figured if we can force her off the blue and
Yeah,
if
yeah, go ahead.
which I feel like is a positive for me, because we force her off the blue, then I get an experience advantage off that. Evelyn's Raptors are going to be spawning like 20 seconds though, so I want to hang around here and steal these. Because she's going to be around here.
Yeah, she does those 2 camps.
Yeah, so kind of like 10 seconds. I don't actually know if I can. I don't think I can dive it singed. I'm just gonna hang around here for another 8 seconds.
You can dive if Blitz comes.
Yeah, there she is. Should be spawning right about now. Oh, there. No, it's.
Look at top. Yeah.
Yep. No, he's. There's no way this hits him. Yeah. Yeah, there's no way that gets him. Evelyn's up here too.
Yeah. You can just go into the brush and then sit.
I wanted to heal Quinn. I don't really think we're gonna get anything here. This Trin's playing. It's just gonna play safe. Yeah, he's not even gonna walk out to the wave.
Yeah, I didn't mean that brush, but doesn't matter. Evelyn's at golems, so this is all fine.
Yeah. Quinn's at least still heading farm, which is completely expected, so is bot lane. So aside from this being a slow game, everything seems fine. We're ahead. Got enough pressure to get the Scuttle Crab too after these Krugs, which is good.
Look at lands. Oh.
Oh, they reset too early.
Hmm?
No, I was trying to let. Oh, wow, she took that really quickly. Uh, Evelyn could be going mid.
Yeah, ping a collie.
No, I'm not gonna get anything out of that. Gotta hit that. Yeah, I'm leaving, I'm leaving, I'm leaving. She's 6, we might be able to dive him. I don't know if I accidentally showed there. Yeah, she's on ground. She doesn't want to dive him. I really think with her being 6 we could dive, but she doesn't want to aggress, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna go take her Raptors again. She's gonna know I'm doing it, but she should be doing Gromp by the time they spawn. She's done with that. Yeah, I'll have enough time. I know there's a pink in there, so I'm gonna get spotted doing it, but actually, let's see.
You can do it, your lands will have power, yeah.
If Evelyn goes for this, she's dead, so. Okay. Oh.
Oh, Quinn didn't get it. Well,
No, she kind of fucked up.
yeah. Whoa.
Oh, I didn't dash over the wall, I thought you would.
What? Just pop your, why aren't your potions running? Whoa. What?
No. Do you think we could have fought that, with even though he's level 6, and I'm not?
Yeah, with you having flash, and you just get red, and you kite, and then you flash away. Everything's fine.
Maybe. I wasn't so confident on that. I'm always really worried about fighting champions like Trinimir before I hit 6, because then I don't have enough burst to actually make the force their ult out. Post 6, like once I get this camp and I hit 6, I'll have shell inning? No. Oops, wrong way.
Okay, bottom lane.
Yeah, I think they're actually probably fine, aren't they? Yeah. She's not gonna kill a Quinn, but I mean, right? Can't walk through the poison. That was so close to killing them both. That sucks. I don't have enough mana to heal.
Yeah.
I need to be careful of Evelyn. Actually, I can maybe bait him. Alright, well. Oh, fuck. He got away.
Yeah.
That sucks. They actually got so low there.
Eve gets blue, Eve gets wraiths, or Eve gets blue, scuttle. Quinn. Oh, nice. Oh my god,
Almost.
that's really sad.
Yeah. It's actually the third kill that they've had double-digit HP that really sucks. Ah, fuck. Okay.
Look at
I got the
mid.
trap off, which is...
Yeah. Look at mid, look at
it's been
top.
happening there.
Yeah. Just the waves.
That.
You can just eat the
Oh,
plant and then get bottom tier 1.
yeah, I didn't think they actually wanted to get bot tier 1, but I guess Evelyn can't really defend that, so.
Hmm? Just kill the ward. Hmm? Okay.
Ooh, thank God for silence.
Okay.
Singe is coming.
Yeah.
He doesn't have flash though. I don't want it.
Right.
I don't want this.
Just Q. I don't know what the hell they're doing. Oh, Eve's there too. Jesus, these coin flippers. Oh my god, Blitz though.
Yeah, what the hell is this?
Oh, just recall.
Akali does have. No, Akali is ult.
Akali's there. Yeah. This is fine actually. Never mind. Never mind. It's not good. I don't know what the hell she's doing. You guys should just recall.
Yeah, that was really bad. We got the turret, but that's pretty much the only good thing that happened there. That turret's still full HP. I don't think they're gonna get the dragon, so I mean, overall I guess it was positive, but I feel like we should have just backed. I did not want that.
Get vision first. Don't go for gank. Yeah. Okay. Red, yeah. Okay, this is all fine.
What in the hell?
I don't. What are they? What is this? What?
I don't know. That was. They're all dead. Holidays my fault. Fuck.
Holy shit!
What in the hell am I watching?
What the fuck was that?
Oh, RIP. Blitz missed too. I don't really know what that was. That was NA, by the way.
Look at bottom lane.
That lane's.
Okay. No, it's coming in.
Yeah. It's gonna be slow. This lane's also gonna push pretty hard. I really don't have enough gold for. Fuck, I want to get Mercs, but I don't want to wait for 20 gold, but it's probably worth it. They're gonna get that turret too, which is good. I can probably just go for the dragon.
No, you don't want Drake.
No? Why not?
Because it's Ocean Drake.
Mm,
It doesn't do anything for you. It's 13 minutes.
Yeah.
Lane phase is gone.
yeah, that's true.
You can
we
just,
can just
you can do
Rift
Gromp,
Herald.
get level 9, and then do Rift Herald.
Yeah.
But you can't get it right now because your lanes have to reset and get priority again.
Yeah, which does kind of suck.
Silver didn't recall. You can dick with Evelyn at her wraiths.
There's way too many people around. I don't have any pressure. Liliana and Kaisa and Singe can all collapse on me. I don't think I can.
Yeah, so if they collapse, you have vision, you just leave. And
I guess-
wraiths reset.
Yeah, I just don't think I need to risk it. I don't think I get anything out of it. Because then we use both of my time. We miss experience to the turret. I think we both lose something for that.
What do you mean? What XP? You
Oh.
guys can get mid. That's fine, we talk about it after.
Yeah, we're not gonna catch. Fuck. Alright, let's just get this. Oh, he's actually just walking. Alright, well, that's a flash.
Go do Herald.
Oops, wrong one. Start Herald now?
Yeah, just get it.
Alright.
They don't need you for mid.
Yeah, that's true.
Just pay attention to it, but yeah.
Oh, they're engaging.
Jesus fucking Christ.
As soon as I left.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of held their go buttons, Leo ult and Kali.
can just go to Herald again. Doesn't matter
Yeah,
that your team's here.
Yeah. Last time I left, they all fucking died instantly, so I was a little worried.
Just pay attention. Yeah. This is fine. You can just start. We find out if we're getting stream sniped. Oh, Eve's on the right hand side. This is all fine. After this, there's 2 waves top that you can eat.
Yeah.
You can maybe actually
nice.
you can kill Tyler one.
Looks like Quinn wants to do it before me.
Yeah, Quinn probably will. You could heal her.
Yeah.
Maybe it gives assist.
I didn't have my heal. I used it for the attack speed.
Yeah.
Need to come back for the eye, but
You can kill Kaisa. Okay. Pop your potion, even though it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't affect this result, but
yeah, I actually thought I used both charges already. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, I missed. RIP.
just recall.
Yeah, I can get a Sheen.
Yeah.
I thought my Raptors were up. I wanted to finish clearing before I did. I'll wait 15 gold for a pink.
They have all squishies, so I think Iceborne is better than anything else.
Yep. I actually typically go Iceborne.
Okay.
And I already got Merc Dread, so I'm gonna want a little bit of armor for Tryndamere anyway. Helps with kiting him too.
Yep.
Yeah, 80 HP turret, by the way. Yeah, they got that without me at least. They're not gonna engage. I'm just gonna go back to clearing bot side and hopefully we can use this Herald. I don't think we're gonna really push much more.
Ping them back.
I wanna do this, which I mean we have downtime right now, I guess we can.
What? Do what?
The ocean.
No.
Kinda
There's literally no point. I can tell you why after. It doesn't. I mean, you guys are gonna do it anyway, cause.
yeah, I mean it's enough downtime.
Okay. Yeah, you win team fight, so it's game over.
Oh, she flashed left.
Yeah. That's fine. Yeah, you can go. Huh?
I figured they were low enough we can just pop the Herald here.
Yeah, you can. Just don't stay in Zenith range or R.
Yeah, that's why I walked a little bit down first.
Yep. Go bottom.
Okay. You think I can stop Singe without Iceborne?
You just want the waves.
It's
You
true.
want the waves,
Oh,
and then you're in close proximity to golems, which you have no business coming back to because there's no objective on this side of the map. And you get this wave, and you get next wave, and then you recall. No one's coming bottom because Singe just pushed it, so everyone on their side of the map is just thinking to themselves, okay, we don't have to go there. Yeah. You can get golems.
I was gonna do access. I was going to finish the cannon wave before I went. Try and get a little more, or at least get it pushing. That way someone has to respond to it.
Doing it this way isn't as good. Look at the gaps between the minions. It's too fast.
Yeah,
You're
it's a fair
losing
point.
damage on turret.
They don't even need me mid. Nice. We can actually push a lot more here.
You don't need to push. You have 1,300 gold. Your teammates have like thousands of gold too.
Alright.
You
I'll
just
back up.
recall. Yeah, you just recall. I mean, there's no neutral on the map. You guys have no
Yeah.
obligation to fight.
Yeah, you're right. I wanted to stay on for. I'm gonna send my Dark Silver Gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
Yep.
There's a pink in there. I'll play Kali. Nope. Okay. I'm gonna do my Croaks and start working my way towards top now that Baron's up. I want this to be down. Since I did it earlier. Still a little behind on experience. Is she going for it or?
Hmm?
No, he doesn't want it.
You can just give control word below Gromp and do Gromp after Wraiths. Oh, I don't know what's happening down there. Look, F2,
Yeah,
F2,
yeah,
F2, F2, F2,
yeah.
F2. Oh, Eve's there too.
Yep.
Oh, this is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
Okay,
she
she's
is.
fine now.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
actually really
Chaser,
surprised.
chaser, chaser, chaser. Yeah,
Not too far.
it's okay.
Oh, I didn't get the smite off in time. That's fine.
Yeah, you got her. It's fine. Do Gromp and Wolves, maybe.
They wanted to
Or
rush
Scuttle
Baron.
Crab. No. Baron is
I
ridiculous.
don't.
No, you don't do Baron. You don't do Baron. Jesus, please fix lanes. Oh, why?
I do not think. Oh my god. Now, especially now with Kali here. Thought Bliss was about to take that for a second.
Look, Edakali. F3.
Mm,
F.
she's fine though.
Yeah.
It's actually different. I use different bindings for my. I have F1 to Quinn and it's F2 for
Akali's
Kali,
gonna
so
shove the wave.
yeah. We can get the Scuttle Crab at least.
That's fucking bad. Recall.
Oh,
You have
I want to
1,000 gold.
bait this.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I can't jump over that wall. I wanted to jump over that wall, but that would have killed me.
Why are you guys looking to fight?
Mm,
Makes no sense. Look at bottom lane,
yes.
look at top lane. Recall.
Yeah.
Just recall. I don't know what you're doing. You're sitting here with 1,000 gold.
What the hell was that?
Just recall. You can get Athenes, I guess.
I wasn't considering Athenes, but I guess I usually don't get Athenes that much. But I can.
You have Sivir and Quinn. It's really good.
Yeah, that's true. Yikes.
Just keep them alive. Gives you MR2 against Evelyn.
I don't know, I keep pinging Baron. I don't feel like we're gonna get anything out of that.
Let me see bottom again.
It's really
Oh,
big wave.
okay. Sivir gets red, and then... What's Drake?
Ocean.
Oh, another Ocean. I guess you have to get that one.
Yeah. So we're just trying to get a pick now. Like that.
You got it. Yeah.
Yeah, with that Trinimir's bot, so we
Yeah,
can probably do this.
You can do this now. Yep.
Alright, she's gone.
Mhm.
Trinimir's on his way up.
Whoa.
I actually had to flash in just to be in range just to smite it. Oh, he pulled him away from me, yikes.
Yeah, recall.
I'm trying to get out of the poison.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I had to fucking flash to smite that. That was terrifying.
Wraith, Scuttle. Yeah.
Yeah. But I guess we just push it through bot.
Yeah, you push through bot. You don't need to respond to top lane for a while. Ocean with Baron's really nice.
Oh. 100 HP off.
Why does it call you fucking... Okay, whatever. Ah, Sivir, please. Oh, God. Just cue the brush. Cue the brush or check it. Okay. Oh, they open?
Seems like it.
Hmm.
They're just... Leona did say please end. I think she's done.
Yeah.
Oh, I fucking missed. Ree.
Holy shit.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I don't want this. I do not want this, buddy.
What? Server's fine. You just have to heal her.
Mm.
Oh, you guys can win that. That's not hard to win.
Figure if she gets caught by a Leona, she can't. Oh, okay.
So that's an easy fight, but it's fine.
She doesn't have ult at least.
Believe in Sivir. Yeah. You gotta control your camera better here. Like, Nidalee needs to just be at the bottom of your camera, and then... Yeah. Oh, man. Okay.
Alright, well... We really wish I was level 16 for this push. The last push was Baron.
Okay. Hit the plant? No? Okay. No?
No. I wasn't paying attention to the plant.
Control ward, some, like...
Yeah, I'm gonna control ward over here. Oh, wait, they're all-inning.
Okay. Yeah, just protects the run, it's over. GG.
Yeah, that's game. Don't know where in this though. Yeah, she's to the left. Oh, I queued a fucking turret. Yikes.
Alright.
Alright, that's game.
Ooh. Okay, I share screen with you. Wait. Where is videos? Net PC. Don't want to. Okay.
Alright, let me see.
I got Epic Pen. Your server? No, I don't think so. Whoa.
Wait, I'm not seeing the screen anymore.
Yeah, I share with you. Give me 1 sec.
Okay.
Now?
Yeah, I see it.
Right's red.
I have a feeling Sunset's gonna do Raptor start and go to his Krug, so
Oh, let me mute.
I'll probably go for.
Talk about generic stuff in a second.
Yeah, sure.
What caused that?
What?
See, Gromp was leashed. Did you see it? See?
Oh no, it just opens its mouth. That's an idle
Oh,
animation.
really? Oh, okay. Oh, alright. That's why I said Gromp during that was really weird.
Oh yeah. No, I know Sunset well enough. He likes doing Raptor start against junglers he can't play against, like Nidalee. So I figured he would be topside, and if he was botside, I would have been so confused.
Okay. This is really bad right here because you make a decision to go somewhere based on a lack of information that you can otherwise just have. Like, right here, when you look down at the lane, you don't look to see how many minions there are, their HP, whatever. You make a decision to go to bottom for
Based
a
on their
gank
HP.
that... Well, yeah, based
Yeah,
on
just
HP,
based on their HP.
Yeah, so this is level 2.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. That's correct. I thought there were 3 melee minions, not 2. And I thought the turret would have needed to kill one more before they hit level 2. So that was me being bad. Yeah.
You can't kill them under turret anyway, even if you had 3 melees. There's no universe. Leona's just gonna press Q or she's gonna press E. They have heal. There's no way that you can kill them. This is way too difficult. especially because the minions are going to act as a natural blocker. So when you don't just immediately start the Gromp, even though you have confirmation that Evelyn's not coming, I think it's really, really bad. But one of the main gripes that I have throughout the entire game is you don't look around the map. You make decisions based on mini-map state, maybe. Mini-map state and
Usually, yeah.
lane matchup, and that's not enough information. Because minion HP tells a much more detailed story with what's going on in the lane. It also tells you if you can prank. It tells who can freeze, who can slow push, how quickly they're forced to slow push, depending on what minions are living. You don't get that information just by looking at minimap. You also don't get to see mana or HP. I mean, you can see your own teammates' HP, but so when this happens, I mean, Eve is already slow. I don't know what Eve's doing, but when this happens, I mean, this is pretty free for Evelyn. Like, she can hit tab, and if she hits tab, she sees 12 CS. She can assume, I guess, a few things. She can either assume red, scuttle, blue, or she can assume wraiths, red, blue. In which case, she knows that her Gromp is still up, and she knows that scuttle is still up, and she knows wraiths are still up just by hitting tab. So I don't know what Evelyn does, because Evelyn's a bad player, and the reason that Eve's a bad player here is because she comes up into top, and then she's gonna go into blue. But Akali has Quinn has priority in top, and Quinn can just go like this. This is a pretty standard rotation. And if this ends up happening and Evelyn has to just peace out back into her side of the jungle, she's then pincered, because her only openings can be this into this. That's really bad. She does something like this into recall, or this into recall, or this into recall.
I'm 90% sure she started Raptors that game.
Yeah.
I would. Yeah.
Oh, no,
so she had no camps.
Like
she had no camps top left. So her only option would have been to recall after that scuttle crab. So yeah, she definitely would have fucked her if she got pincered for sure.
So she's doing. I mean, you can hit tab. You didn't hit tab yet to check CS. You did right there, but I don't think that you checked CS. But it doesn't matter in this instance because we know what she must have for the most part. You hit tab, you see 8 CS. She's clearing scuttle. That gives you enough intel, right? You do scuttle crab, and then after you do scuttle crab, you can go to your blue and you can get there. And if Quinn just moves. So here's how this works anyway with top. If Quinn just moves anyway, Evelyn should already make a decision to leave, just based on Quinn's movement. And Quinn has to move before you can make a decision to go to, or before you can arrive at blue, Quinn has to already be moving, in which case Evelyn already just leaves. Because Akali can't collapse too. If the mid lane matchup is different, if it's a Syndra that already has
someone that doesn't just
QE,
AFK push, yeah.
If it's Ryze that is in a relatively decent lane state, if it's Twisted Fate, if it's any of these champions, then you can still path across mid and you can maybe catch her somewhere around Rift Herald. But with Akali getting shoved in, your decision to go to blue does not factor in that Evelyn has a choice and that Quinn already made a mistake because she's not moving yet. So when
do you think I should have gone for Evelyn's Gromp or what?
Yeah, you just do this.
Okay.
You just do like you clear this, you path up, you go into the wolves, you leave one small wolf, and then you come down and you eat the Gromp. And then after you clear the small wolf, you eat the Gromp, you can end up recalling, and then after you recall, you can just go like this. And then after you go like this, you know that Evelyn has no business on the left-hand side of the map. She goes to the right-hand side, there's no Scuttle Crab, there's one small wolf left, there's no Gromp. Bottom lane's pushing back into Blitzcrank and Sivir. She can't gank bottom lane. She can't just arbitrarily go over to the Wraith camp because she doesn't have any vision. Because you guys have had permanent control and vision on this side of the map. So she can't just make a coin flip that you do something like this instead of doing something like this. Because if you do this and then Evelyn shows up here after she only ate 3 camps, she loses the game. So she can't do this. It's an illogical path. So when she comes off of the recall and she sees one small wolf, she eats it, she goes to the Gromp, she sees nothing. After she goes to the Gromp and sees nothing, she has to turn around and go to the Wraiths. When she goes over to the Wraiths, you're already here at the Wraiths. So now, because you're in close proximity to top and mid, you give Quinn and Akali freedom to shove their lanes in. So now you're dicking with Evelyn at the Wraith camp. The difference is that you have rubber banded camps to go back to, she doesn't. So you just simply hold on to her. You play 1300 vision range versus 1300 vision range, and you just basically grant your team awareness of where she is. And you can potentially contest the Wraiths if Akali can actually move her wave up into the turret, and then Akali can branch over and come with you to the Wraith camp. You can end up fighting it. After you end up fighting it, if you end up winning the smite fight, you know that Evelyn only has one route left in her, which is to go like this. In which case you can just basically go up, you can plant a Nidalee trap, and then you can go through Herald, and then you can come back into your jungle. And once you do this, you have a rubber banded camp right here, you have an irrelevant camp right here, You can clear these 3 camps into your rubber band camp recall. After you end up recalling and you path onto the right-hand side of the map, this is when Evelyn's camps are going to be respawning and when she paths onto the right-hand side. It's also when your bottom lane is going to rehab priority at level 4 or
Yeah.
5.
I mean, if I'm
go
gonna be
ahead.
completely honest and say that I did mess up there because I mean, like my original intention was to kill Evelyn at my blue or force her off of it long enough for her to gain nothing out of the invade. Then I get those 3 camps and I have an experienced lead regardless. Obviously, it's very easy to look at hindsight and say that was a shit idea because we didn't kill Evelyn. So I like that was my idea. Obviously, it didn't work out, but that was my initial goal. Looking back on it, though, you're right. It would have been a better idea to go for the Wolves Gromp and then a recall because I already have a timer on her Raptor since she started them, so I can recall and be there on spawn, and then she can't do anything about it. So yeah, you are right on that one. That was my goal. My goal failed, and in that case, since my goal failed, the other option was much better.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
goal.
I agree with you.
The goal has to entertain Quinn. Quinn would
Right.
already have to be moving.
The
If Quinn
goal
doesn't
has
move-
a variable, and
Yes,
you can't
2.
trust people until look you. Yeah,
Well, it has 2
yeah,
variables.
great.
Mid laner with CC, and then Quinn having priority.
Yeah.
Those 2 variables
So
have to be present.
I relied on variables that didn't pan out, I guess.
Yeah. So there was that. You go over to the blue, and Evelyn ends up suiciding.
Executing, yeah.
Yeah. And so after this ends up happening, she ends up executing. You know what's going to happen after her recall. Because what's her CS? You're about to hit tab.
I think she had 16.
She has
20.
So she has 4, 4,
Yeah.
4, 4.
She has all 3 camps and my blue, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, no, she has golems
Yeah,
too.
she has her 3 camps and
Yeah,
Scuttle
yeah,
and my blue.
Yeah. So you know that after she recalls, she just goes straight down to her wolves and her gromp. So, like, if Quinn just collapses and Evelyn's not stream sniping, she just loses the game. If we do the wolf gromp,
Yeah.
she just
Yeah, you're right.
actually loses. So it's really unfortunate.
Once you have a lead on Evelyn, it's simply Nidalee, the game's over.
Yeah.
So that's yeah.
After this, you come over here, you do the wraiths. The thing I was talking about here is
Yeah, I didn't quite get that. What you were wanting to say here?
I don't know what the hell I just did. If Blitz came like this and Blitz dicks with Evelyn a little bit with a ward, and then the wave piles up again, if you land 1 spear, you can kill
Oh,
someone.
he's dead. Yeah.
If you land 1 from right here.
I'm always like wary about that point because the turret kind of gives him vision sometimes, and he had flash, so I wasn't.
It's fine
Yeah,
if he
so
sees you,
I
though,
wasn't
because
confident.
you know
Yeah.
Eve's here. So
Yeah, I know where Eve is, and I know Blitz is in the area.
Yeah.
So
and Akali lands that Q, and that was actually really clutch. So if you do stand right here and Blitz was already or Blitz kept moving,
she gets the Q slow, and then you just walk up, and yeah.
Yeah, you
I
can
feel.
just dive him with Blitz. It's very easy. You end up doing the wraiths.
Yeah, I want to do something mid, but there was just no chance for that Blitz there. I feel like.
And then right here you
I don't
have
know.
2 options. If you go over to your wraiths, yes, they're rubber banded, but then you have to path down into golems. And the problem
Right.
is that Evelyn has no camps right hand side, so you're not going to match or counter gank right hand side. And also, for you to make the decision to go into wraiths and then into golems, you have to look at bottom lane's lane state, which you didn't do. And this is where I start having issues with your gameplays, because you don't factor in enough information when making decisions that you make. And so while sometimes they pan out and they end out okay, the way that you're arriving at them is improper, because there's more value that you can get. Like, for instance, when we see Quinn here with this wave, you're coming up now. We know where Evelyn is. We see her. And right here. This is just really good. Because if you prank Tryndamere... Hold on. I just want to hit tab. I want to catch your tab.
Yeah, I usually hit
Okay.
tab for very specific
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
For
So
a second.
he has teleport. So he has teleport right now. But if you look at the lane state, you're about to look at it. Okay? This is going to freeze.
Yeah.
So if Quinn plays this right and just walks down a little bit, these minions come up, they form a concave right here, they lock, etc. You come over, you come like this, maybe Tryndamere tries to do something, and then you try to kill him, maybe he retreats. And then he gets away. And then after he ends up getting away, you know that Evelyn is either right on your tail right here, or she just went into her golems.
Where do you think was worded that he knew I was there? Or do you think he just? Do you think that Tribush was worded?
Uh,
I think it was Tribush because he kind of dodged the spear.
I mean, he can see you. Depending on where his ward
Could
is
he?
here. Yeah, from here he can see that.
Well, no, because he dodged the spear. That's why. Unless that was in minion vision. I wasn't sure because I didn't
He
think you would have had
he
Tribush worded, but
he can enter.
I
I
was
mean,
I
minions
was
see you
yeah
too.
okay yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't say it was minion vision. That makes yeah. I tried to get the trap off for a hunt, but it didn't work. But yeah, no that um
When you
that's
miss spear, you can already know that your spear's gonna miss. Just go cougar form and try to
yeah.
jump on him. All that you have to do is just a little bit of damage. The trap's really stupid. Just try to get in as much close range as you can. Quinn's an idiot. Quinn shouldn't come with you, because Quinn had a permafreeze. So the sequence that occurs here, if Quinn has a brain, is Quinn holds a freeze here. You come around like this, you poke him, and then you come down into river. Evelyn might clear golems. Now at this point, there's so many spellcaster minions, and there was a cannon minion that Quinn didn't need to kill immediately, and they're just shredding through Tryndamere minion wave. Like Quinn's wave, Quinn's minions are getting shredded. So if Tryndamere teleports right on top of the minions, and you're just waiting inside of the brush, even if there's a ward, it doesn't matter because you have nowhere to be right now. Because you have rubber band camp, and they're coming up soon. So you already want to do bang, bang, boom. Because that's just how it works. Because this camp's level, what, this camp's level 4 or 5? I think it's 5.
Should have been 4. I think it was 4. It spawned a while ago.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so this camp's 4.
It spawned
Yeah,
it spawned 25
yeah,
seconds
yeah,
ago.
yeah.
So yeah, it was 4.
So 5, 5. So you're going to have 5, 5, 4. And your 4 is still
Yeah.
going to be even level. So
Yeah.
you already know that this is your route. So you have no obligation
Well, I
to be anywhere.
still had a minion. I still had about a minute on Gromp and Wolf Timer because I was at 4:30 right now. I killed those at about
Yeah, yeah,
3
yeah.
minutes.
So-
Yes, I still had a while to wait.
Yeah, so you come here, you do all of this. This is going to take like 20 seconds. Right? This.
And
is
just
gonna
wait for him
take
to
20.
TP.
And then
Wait
you
for him to
wait for him to
TP.
TP. Yeah, you just literally sit in the brush until your Gromp and Wolves come up. You have nowhere
Yeah,
to
that
be.
makes sense.
So even if you're sitting in the brush for 30 seconds and you're cosplaying Meteos' Lee Sin at Worlds, it's correct because he can't TP onto the wave because he's
Yeah.
against Ignite. So in a situation where someone's against Ignite, now let's say that it's TP versus Teleport, and he TPs onto the wave, and they take a really bloody trade, and Evelyn comes around, etc. Tryndamere's left with 300 damage. Well, the difference is that with 300 damage, Tryndamere can win a joust against, well, not against Quinn, but against another top laner. But against Ignite, Ignite defeats any attempt at winning a joust, even if Tryndamere gets something lucky going for him. It's just too difficult to play against, level 4 or 5. And you're still ways away from 6. You're a couple minion ways. So even if they teleport onto the wave, Evelyn comes here, and there's a bloody trade, it's still advantageous for Quinn. Because now Eve, everyone knows that...
Do you think we would win that 2v2? Because I wasn't so confident with Quinn being out of mana. I figured
No, you
I
don't
could
win
get a
the
gank on
2v2.
Tryndamere. So you're saying get some...
They commit to breaking the freeze, they take a lot of damage. That's all.
I got you.
You're not going to kill them. They just take a lot of damage. And then when they take a lot of damage, you can stick around with Quinn, you heal her, etc., and you try to basically dual push as ranged champions and crash the wave in. And then after you crash the wave in, Evelyn has to recall. Like, she's going to go behind her turret, she's going to recall. Now she has to path to her right-hand side. As she's pathing to the right-hand side, you eat this, and then if this is the sequence that happens, then you recall after you eat wolves. And then after you eat wolves and recall, you go to golems and then match gank. Match counter, because she's going to go like this. And she has tempo priority.
Mm-hmm.
You go like this, recall, this, match, and then wrap, and then eat this, and then go across mid, match.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. This was weird. Oh no, wait, was it this? No. This is where you try to gank him, and then you go into this brush, and you're absorbing XP from Quinn. I don't like this, but you want to recall. And you recall, you go to golems, and the golems are bad to eat. You see Evelyn there.
Yeah, I actually did not expect Evelyn to be there that quickly. I thought she was going to be topside for a little longer because I thought she was doing her Krog. She must have skipped him.
And Eve's level 5. This is really, really just not a good... Like, this is a bad situation to arrive at. A lot of bad decisions have been made. And it's not like you can't still win or the game isn't still winnable. It's just she should be way further behind than she is.
Mm.
Like, in this spot right here, when you see Evelyn like this, you need to check on bottom lane state. Because Blitzcrank is full HP, full mana. Sivir obviously wants a recall. You need to look at mid lane, see how many minions Akali has. because there's a chance that you just play 1300 versus 1300 because she doesn't have level 6. And if that's the case, even though you're not leveling up, you level up off one camp, right? So you're preventing her from getting gold. So if your laners are winning or if your laners have priority, then you are winning by preventing Eve from doing anything.
Yeah, I think that kind of goes back to what I was saying. I feel like you and I have different priorities when it comes to jungle. Like for me, if I'm not ahead as a jungler, I feel like I'm just inting, and so that's always I try and get like leads just through the jungler rather than through my lanes, and I guess that's probably one thing that you would say I need to work on. But like that's not the kind of thing that occurs to me that I need to think about. Like for me, I want to fight the jungler, and I want to get that lead over the jungler personally. So that's my personal philosophy. But like I said, different ideas on jungling.
Well, it's not ideas. Like I detest the notion that it's ideas. There's objective things inside of the game. What's stronger, a 2-level jungler lead or a 2-level laner lead?
I think it depends on the junglers and the laners. I feel like for a champion like Nidalee, a 2-level jungler lead is immense. I mean, if I was playing like
Okay,
Zac or
if
something,
Evelyn if Evelyn's down 2 levels to Nidalee, right? You can mess up her jungle and everything, right? But Evelyn still has the team fight.
I feel like at that point she never gets there though. That's my kind of thinking.
You can't control right, but the lanes are still something that you have to factor in, right? Let's say level 10, level 8, level 10, level 8, level 7, right? And then on this side we have 10, we have 6, we have 10, and then we have 8, and we have 7.
Okay.
Right? At 20, or not 20 minutes, but at the first initial team fight, these champions with these levels, all it takes to negate your 2-level advantage is a skill shot hitting from the mid laner, or the top laner getting chunked, or something, and your advantage dissipates at the first team fight. So while you have this level advantage and you can continue to extend it, rubber banding is a actual mechanic that's in the game. You cannot change that there is simply going to be a way where she can go to camps and get increased experience. That's just a mechanic inside of the game that you cannot attest for or control. And then there's also comeback XP inside of team fights, where level disparity between champions and whatnot, you get heightened XP gain, right? So these are actual game mechanics. So while Evelyn can still run around and play possum and avoid you and do all of this stuff, and you can continue to get a lead, maybe you even get level 9 versus level 7, which is still quite sizable. The reality of the situation is that a level 10 top laner versus a level 8 top laner, this guy can't go near the wave. He just can't do it. It's not possible.
Yeah, I feel you.
So if this is present and you're both level 6, all you have to do is hold her arms and the game ends.
I got you.
This isn't an idea. This is just how the game is.
Yeah, no, I feel you mean.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I feel you mean.
A 2-level jungle lead can be played around. A 2-level lane lead can't. It's just not possible. And also, because of the way that camp spawns are, right? The set-based timers that are present inside of Summoner's Rift, the way that Riot makes XP and all this other stuff, junglers can only be in certain locations relative to that lane at certain points, without it then becoming counterproductive and a negative EV decision. So even if like the level 10 and you have the level 8 and the level 6, even if the level 6 can stay in close proximity for a counter or match gank, there will eventually hit a breaking point where if this level 6 is going 50-50, right, against this person, because both of you guys aren't getting experience, right, the problem is that the lane is not going 50-50. It's going like 80-20.
Well, see, here's my general philosophy. Is like because my mid and bot and for the most part top were already winning in CS. If I remember, I don't remember if mid was winning in CS, but I know bot and top were winning in CS. If I aggress on an enemy jungler, that like when you're talking about like holding your hand, making sure.
Yes.
As a champion like in Italy, I feel like I should be able to get an experience lead just by doing that, and then I get my 2-level advantage. But because my laners are winning by default, essentially, like Sivir is just going to shove the wave. Quinn is ranged against melee, so I mean they're going to win by default. That's kind of what I feel like. You don't necessarily need to be the person that is just I'll hold Elen's hand and make sure she can't play, because if I'm ahead of her, 2 levels ahead of her, she can't play already. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she can't play, but the team fight can still happen.
I guess I figure that with enough time that the enemy jungler can't play the game, that these natural leads grow and they already can't team fight. that if they get into a team fight, they're not going to win that. That's kind of how I feel about
But
it.
how do you force them to team fight? They're
Do you think,
gonna
I
have
don't,
a team fight from a defensive angle, right?
yeah.
Because they're on the back foot. Because if you're accruing a 2-level jungle advantage, it must mean that they
I'm
don't
playing
have
hyper
vision
aggressive.
control. Yes.
Yeah.
You're inside of their jungle. You're ahead, or you've just been power farming with roots and they've been failing. But it's going to be assumed that you guys have initiative and control, which just means that they're going to be in a defensive position. Like
Well, isn't that the goal of stuff like Herald? You know, you get Herald, you open it up mid, make sure you're at Leona ult range, kind of whatever, and then you use that, and then
Yeah.
they're forced to fight you at that disadvantage. And they have the turret, but you have a Rift Herald, so I mean it's kind of
Yeah, you kill mid tier 1, but mid tier 1's 100 gold. So now
What do you
you
mean?
have to factor in scaling.
Yeah.
So at some point, there's going to be certain team comps where if this team comp has 20,000 gold and this one has 17k, they're not this game, but there will be team comps where 17k is stronger than 20k,
Sure.
just because of how scaling works.
Yeah, and
So,
obviously not in this team
right.
comp when we have a Kali Quinn Nidalee. It's not
Yeah,
happening.
yeah. So if we can agree on this, then this means that this team has to do more and accrue
Right.
more just to be even.
Yeah.
So then the argument about the Rift Herald and level advantage and more camps, more CS, etc. goes out the window because this team's gold is more efficient. What is $1 for you, they might only need 90 cents to get
Yeah, I
the
feel
same
you.
level of efficiency or whatever. But I mean, in this particular situation, if you had Faker in mid lane and I don't know the Shy in top lane, and Quinn is level 8 versus level 6,
Oh
and
God.
Akali is level 8 versus Singed is level 6, do you really care if you have a 2-level lead?
No, at that point it doesn't matter. The game's already over. I could probably AFK and they'd still win the game.
Right, but
Like
if
in
you
both
were
the
playing
cases.
if you were playing correctly, the only way that these players can come back is what? Evelyn.
Mhm.
It's the only way that they can come back. So if you just simply sacrifice all of your jungle, and even if you go down like a camp per minute to her, if you deny her any ability to gank these lanes or try to salvage them, the game ends. Because
I feel you.
these leads accelerate faster than any jungle lead in the game.
Yeah, ever since season 6, since season 7 started, it's kind of been the case. You can't get the same lead as junglers you can as a laner.
Sure.
It's kind of just the way the game works now. You can't do it, so I know what you mean.
Yeah.
They're gonna accrue those leads significantly faster than I could.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
get what you mean.
So in this exact situation or whatever, my only gripe is that again you're pathing and making decisions without proper intel. Like for instance, we see this lane right now, right?
Mhm.
There's no universe anything will ever happen to Singe. Like you can see that he's playing in a left hand side pocket. This isn't a threshold.
The main
He's gonna
reason,
get level 6. Yeah.
the main reason I started is he had, I figured he had at least a full wave because I think he had a recall. So I imagine he had more than that full wave to hit level 6, and with the Kali level 6, I thought we might be able to threaten something, but then that's why I backed off because then he just walks up and everyone's in the area. But that was my initial goal, was use a Kali's level advantage to force it, and at least try and force something, get him off the minion wave if possible.
But it requires him to make a mistake.
I mean, we saw all those mid game team fights. I don't think that's
No,
too
it's not
far-fetched.
unreasonable. Yeah, it's not unreasonable. The issue is that these minions are already too low HP. It's not like a pressure gank does anything here, where he's zoned out of XP and out of gold, especially because you can't account for Akali.
Sure.
So you come back in, you get level 5 off the Wraiths, and now you go over to red, start Wraiths, you see Eve.
Oh, that was a tragedy. You saw that or no? She eat herself over the wall or blast cone over the wall. I'm not sure. She flashed over the wall. Oh, I
Yeah,
got
and
blast
then
cone.
the blasting cone. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a
sad.
tragedy.
Right here, like you're already missing HP. If you had both potions going, like you see Akali. See, this is what I don't fucking understand. Like what she's looking at. So if Akali just shoved this wave in and pathed up, and she was already hugging underneath Wraiths, this is the easiest thing in the world.
Here, we get red and Trinity testing
Yeah,
test. He does too.
you kite like this.
Mhm.
I don't know what Akali is such a bad player. Mother of God.
Wait, she actually pinged bot there. You saw that?
Yeah, I see it, but I don't care why.
Uh,
This was really bad.
that
I mean,
was funny.
even as played though, like Singed isn't moving. You can pop your potions, auto him, throw the spear at him, land the spear. He's at like 50 something% HP. I
Yeah, I
mean,
thought he was gonna
Quinn would
dash
be
over the
autoing
wall
him
there.
too. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I thought Quinn would join me, and then if Quinn pushes forward, he dashes over the wall, and that spear
Yeah.
lands, and then we can force it. But Quinn, I don't know what she was trying to do there. She kind of just backed off, and then he had no reason to go over the wall. I don't know. I feel like we could have gotten a lot more than we did, and that was kind of a tragedy because we didn't even kill Evelyn there.
Yeah.
So that was just all around a tragedy.
Um, right here, you come over, you do Gromp, you got level
You'll
6,
6, yeah.
you see Singed. I don't know what he's doing. You see Akali down in bottom. You see that Evelyn hasn't done any of her, or she's not on her blue as it's spawning. Kaisa, Leona fighting.
Hmm.
So when you still see that Eve doesn't show up bottom and she's not on her camps, you have to assume that she's in close vicinity. Or she's at least making her way.
Yeah, that she's close enough to come.
Yeah.
You know, this is our time they all just live with
Could have
double-digit HP.
Yeah, you can weave in autos here with red smite. Can definitely weave in autos with red smite. If you weaved in auto attacks with red smite applying, you probably get them.
I felt like that would have been a best one-for-one though, which I wasn't 100% comfortable with because if I sit in his poison any longer, I thought it would have died.
No, I mean right here. See this?
Oh yeah, you mean as soon as I land the spear? Yeah, I feel.
Yeah, just.
I think at that point I was looking at my heal cooldown and I was more focused on that than trying to get autos in because I wanted to make sure I didn't get touched by anything.
You have to look at your cooldowns.
I don't mean necessarily mean like look at them. I mean just like
Oh, okay, okay.
consciously think about it's coming up more than I was, trying to think about more than one thing at once. You know what I mean,
Okay.
in a brain?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was just a bad spear. I don't want to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
She walks in my trap though, so it doesn't matter.
As soon as you kill her, like, see that this is already redundant. Like, you're wasting time. Look here, look here, look here, and then look here, and then look at Akali, right? Because what I'm thinking when I see Tyler 1 walk away, like this, right? He doesn't want to recall. Look at this HP and look at this mana. He doesn't want to
Sure.
recall, right? So when I'm seeing Akali be where she is, and then I see Quinn, I see Tryndamere, etc., I see that Evelyn still isn't here, I assume that Eve's about to be here, but I'm okay with 4v2. So just hug this wall, leap over, steal the Gromp or steal the blue, and then dive. Like that should just be the route that you take immediately. You look at Quinn, and then you haven't hopped over yet. Akali's leaving because she doesn't understand how to play. We're wasting time here. You didn't start blue. You didn't start Gromp. You didn't check anything. This is inefficient pathing. And like right here, you see that you know that they see you, and Sivir can already get the turret by herself. You don't need to come here.
Hmm.
Right? So
Just get the word, and start Grom.
and then
Yeah.
start Gromp or start blue. But I mean, you know that Eve's there too, so yeah, I thought this whole thing was really, really bad. I mean, this is really lucky. The silence. I mean, it's lucky for you. It should be assumed if we assume that the players are okay. Eve is really low, but Singed is coming. You can just do Gromp here, or not Gromp. You can do Golems because you have no business coming back down bottom. So like when you're running away, just fucking beeline here. Tell your team back ping and stop fighting.
Oh yeah, that fight sucked. That fight never
Because-
should have happened.
Yeah, if Akali's
I
a human
agree.
being, and
Yeah, no, I agree.
Evelyn-
That fight, I already completely agree. That fight never
Yeah.
should have happened on the face of the planet.
Well, tell me Akali's rotation right now.
You think she should rotate right now? Is what you're saying?
No,
That's
I
what
want you
you're.
to tell me what Akali should do as a mid laner in this
You mean
spot.
with Singed gone?
No, in this freeze frame, when everything happens bot, what does Akali do?
I mean, considering she's pushed up the turret, I don't know how many options she actually has, besides just missing all the experience. I think
No.
she just needs to push the wave in and then
Yes.
deal with it. I mean, ping the bot lane back and then deal with it. Deal with the wave.
No. What's her follow up? Because you
What's
see
her follow up
Eve.
to what?
You see Eve.
Oh yeah, I mean that's at that point you need to just push the wave like as hard as you can. That's what I would do. Push the wave out.
Okay.
Like
and then what?
force Singed. I mean, by the time that you push that wave in, because it's at our turret, by the time you've actually pushed the wave into the enemy turret, that fight down bot lane is dissipated. I mean, that's not going to be happening anymore. She shoves the wave in, pings bot back that Singe is missing, and then I think calls it a day. I don't think you can really do much more than that, unless you have another idea.
Alright, so Akali in this freeze frame, right, should already know the wave coming out of Nexus, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna eat that wave because Singe is already probably pathing down.
Right.
You're gonna eat that wave, and as soon as you eat it, you're gonna finish it right here on the minimap. You're at this edge where the flame thing is. Then you're gonna go up into Wraiths. You're gonna kill Wraiths, and you're gonna get a ward because you know that Evelyn can't be there. And then what ends up happening is Nidalee hops over the wall. Nidalee comes here and does... Oop, what did I just do? Nidalee comes over... What the fuck? Sorry. Oop. Okay. Nidalee comes over, does her golems, and then Akali shoves in wave, eats Wraiths, backs up, goes back into lane, eats Wraiths again. So after Nidalee ends up recalling, if you see Evelyn come onto this side of the map, okay? Because Tryndamere is going to go back top after his respawn. So if Evelyn shows here, then you don't have to go to the left-hand side. You can just go to the right-hand side. Because after all of this happens, Quinn should recall, Quinn should start going bottom. So it's going to be you and Quinn in bottom, and then it's going to be Tyler 1 shoving 3.5 waves down in bot. So if this ends up happening and Evelyn shows here, you path from Nexus into her blue, and you steal her right-hand side jungle because Wraiths are already gone. And then once Evelyn realizes that she can't go top because she doesn't have any priority in mid or top, she passes to the right-hand side, everything's empty. And then you and...
So you think that's a better idea than using Sivir and Blitz Pressure to just get Rift Herald?
Sivir and Blitz are going to get Rift Herald, but you don't need to get it at 12 minutes.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
It doesn't benefit anything. This whole thing's stupid. You should already be recalled and pathing.
Yeah, that whole thing was stupid, I agree. That never should have happened.
Yeah. This
and we have this right here.
This is full Hashinshin right here.
That fight was a clusterfuck and a half.
In this spot, if Singe wants you, you should pull him further in. Don't give him... See, this is super subtle, but you know that you're dead. Just embrace. Pull him as far down as you possibly can. Pull him down. Even if it only means one more auto for Sivir, that's enough.
Yeah. Well, my original hope was that I live long enough to get my heal off. Because if I can get out of his reach, Nidalee with Cougar Q on has a longer range than Singe Fling. So if I can get my Cougar Q off, then I can kite until my heal's up. Obviously, it wouldn't have mattered because Evelyn was on the other side, but that was my initial goal. But I see what you mean. Yeah, kite towards your allies. You're gonna die anyway. Just give your team an advantage. I know what you mean. But I was at least for my side was that I wanted to kite till my heal came up, which just came up. I think it said 3 or 4 seconds left.
Okay. In this spot, when you walk away, your camera should just be here, and you should just be clicking on minimap or just watching. You don't need to concern yourself with Evelyn. Eve, if Eve is actually gonna kill you, if she's here, right, it doesn't make sense. It's so illogical. You should just be watching even if you just F key and spacebar really fast. And also you should be spam pinging back. Because red's up, scuttle crab's up, golems are up, bottom lane's gonna be good for you. Akali shoving in top. You just want to back up. Sivir stays here. Blitz comes over here. You start.
So Herald, you think they should ditch the Herald? I mean the turret, or to get the turret and then back? Because I think they're
the turret.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Their plan was definitely to finish that turret, and obviously it did not pan out very well for them. Yeah.
You don't need to kill mid tier 1 turret. You don't need 100 gold to win this game. You just if you ask yourself what the opponent's team comp wants right now, they want you to fight. I don't know what Tyler 1's doing. This is really stupid.
I think that was just Quinn coming behind him, wasn't it? When we killed him there.
The wave looks like it wasn't in the turret. Or I don't know. This one's in the turret, but then he CS's this wave really fast when he shouldn't. Because if he CS's this really slow, he can wait for the next wave, and then he can still be in safety.
But he tried the hard shove for no reason.
And then you let your wave build up. You let 2.5 red waves build up, and then you push one more wave, and then you come and you do golems. and then after you do golems, the person that they send to respond to top, because top is going to crash right here, the person that they send to top, it shows themselves, and then they end up eating this wave, and then they eat the third wave that comes out of Nexus, and then after you finish golems, you just wait around as Tyler won, and then you get 1.5 waves that come up, and then you can lock it in front of golems and perma-freeze, which is really good if there's not a dragon, but he doesn't seem to know that. Yeah, he makes really poor decision. And Leona shouldn't be there either. I don't know what Sheep's doing.
Yeah, I feel like that should have just been Quinn killing Kaisa. Like, I don't know why that was more than it was, honestly. I really feel like that should have just been Kaisa overextending and dying for it. I don't know why that turned it into an entire skirmish.
Oh, right here. Don't just, again, make a decision like, I'm just going to push a wave. So the issue here is that you can kill 3 melees, and then the 3 spellcasters and leave the cannon. This gets you the most gold. And if you end up doing that, the distance between this minion wave and this one will pile up, and it'll all hit at once.
Would you say kill the 6, leave the cannon?
Yeah, you kill the 6, leave the cannon.
Okay.
That's probably the best in this spot.
Because then they can't.
Now, if this wave was more forward, I might, depending on game state, and depending on how chaotic this fight's gonna be, maybe you just kill 3 melees. And if you kill 3 melee, or Jesus, if you kill 3 melees like down here, it can potentially herd. Herd can raise a turret, but it's too early for that. Iceborne Gauntlet. Oh yeah, I thought this was really stupid. So this is where you do golems, and I want you to go like this, hop through, control ward, do Gromp, and then fall back. Give Quinn full freedom to just keep pushing against Tryndamere.
Do you think our Gromp was up right then?
It doesn't matter if it is. You just want confirmation.
I got you.
Like right here, hop through.
Oh wait, they actually blind. No, they had a trinket in that tri bush. I don't think either of us saw that. Yeah. So that's actually just me being blind. Actually, I could have gotten caught out if I did go for that Gromp. If they did have a control, if they had a blue word there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just kill Evelyn and then. That was another cancer fight.
Oh, I said I would talk about Drake with you.
Oh yeah. I mean, I know.
Did you watch the last
Ocean...
session or no?
No. I was playing something with a friend of mine, and I didn't see. So no.
All right. So let's say that right now you guys are 80% to win this game. Right.
No. See, I know that Ocean Drake gives essentially nothing because our team it only benefits Sivir for the most part. Like we don't have, champions that want to have really long extended, like our comp wants to go in. We have Nidalee, Quinn, Blitzcrank. Our comp just wants to go in. So I understand that what Ocean Drake gives is nothing. I mean, like at that point, the only reason I even help them out is because we already have Sivir auto-attacking it. I feel like I agree with you that Ocean Drake gives us nothing. Our team comp doesn't work with Ocean Drake. Our team comp works with Infernal, Mountain, and probably Air, but not Ocean.
All right, let me change your team comp. Let's say that you have Xerath and Jace and Ezreal.
Okay.
Do you still want Ocean in this spot?
I would say I want Ocean, yeah, because Xerath, Ezreal is the kind of champions that don't want to go in. They want to sit in the backline until the situation's perfect, and the situation being perfect usually requires mana.
Okay.
So they want the mana. So if we had that team comp, then yeah, I would say Ocean Drake gives us a lot more value. But this is just this Ocean Drake is just we've taken all our tier 1s, we've taken Rift Herald, we have nothing better to do besides play with our dicks. We may as well do this.
Well, there is stuff to do. You can force them back and deny vision. You can get vision inside of their jungle. Like even though there's technically nothing to do, inaction is action. Inaction can be action, because if there's nothing for you to do, so let's say that 3 items for your guys, right, is 25,000 gold, right, hypothetically.
Okay.
And so 25,000 gold is 3 items for both teams, right? Let's say that you're at 18k, right? 18,000, right? And let's say that they are at 14,000. If both teams continue to accelerate at 2k gold per minute, technically you're doing nothing, because they're getting 2k a minute, you're getting 2k a minute. But you are doing something, because you hit the breaking point first.
Sure.
So this is like a not jackpot theory. I forget what the exact term is for this. But this is an example of
So even though your lead is technically shrinking because the game state is going on longer, you're reaching your 3 item spike that you want more.
you reach the finish line before them just by doing nothing.
Sure.
This is like the rabbit and the hare. Like, you don't need to go 10 miles per hour because you don't need to run 10, 15 miles per hour because you think that, well, it's going faster than the guy that's going 3. You can walk.
So then, if
Yeah.
you're talking about inaction, wouldn't Ocean Drake be? You're saying so Ocean Drake was the good option here? Like,
No, Ocean's bad. I'm gonna talk about
why?
I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. That's
right.
why I'm.
So
I'm not sure.
let's say that the team comp is Xerath, Jace, and Ezreal. I'm gonna give you a dream scenario for Ocean,
Sure.
right, on
Sure.
paper. All right, so if you're this far ahead with those champions, you're like 80% likely to win the game, maybe even more, right? 80% plus. Okay, so what is the percentage chance that so Ocean's alive on the map? Okay, what is the percentage chance that either team can get a Infernal?
What do you mean if one spawns? Like, what's the percentage chance? I mean,
what, in this exact moment, Ocean is in the pit. What's the
0.
0? Okay, so it's 0 for both parties.
Yeah.
Okay, so 0% for your team, 0% for enemy team, to get an Infernal Drake or a Mountain Drake, right? These are the most valuable Drakes, one could argue.
Yes.
If
yes.
you're at an 80% with your team composition, right? Now, we don't know what the enemy team comp is totally, but maybe 80% is even grosser. Like, maybe your team comp's supposed to be behind. What's the percentage chance increase that Ocean nets you? If you're already 80%, it's going to be marginal. It's going to be like 2 to 3%.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're playing team fights right. Because then you could also make the argument that it's not an Ocean Drake, it's a Clown Drake. In which case, you could still position correctly, you could still play correctly. It's super marginal, 2 to 3%. But you don't need an 82% to beat an 18%. That's ridiculous if you're playing correctly. If you acknowledge that you're better players or you're superior players, you cannot account for randomness. But the problem is if you take this Ocean Drake, now let's say that the next dragon that's going to spawn, let's say that you 90% chance to get the Infernal, and they're 10%. If you're now at a 90% chance to win the game, and you get an Infernal, what's the percentage chance increase? It's marginal.
A lot more, yeah. 80 to 90, you mean?
No. You're at 90%. Like, you get Ocean, you keep getting advantages,
yeah.
and then an Infernal's going to spawn.
Yeah, it's still nothing because we already have enough of an advantage. It doesn't matter.
Yes, exactly. It's still nothing. But what is it for the enemy team? It's massive.
Yeah.
So the situation, the things that have to align for the enemy team to get Infernal is a complete mishap. It's catastrophic for your team. If they
We have to all flash into them and die, yeah.
If they get the stars to align and they get Infernal on top, this is not a 3% increase anymore, like it is for you. Like, an Infernal Drake is like a 2 to 3% increase at that stage when you have a 90%.
It's already 10, 20 for them, yeah.
Yeah, it's like fucking 20, 30% maybe, even, depending on their team comp, because it accelerates their disadvantaged goal, because it makes the recipe item suddenly complete in a way, right? Because it can be equaling 1,000 gold, it can be equaling pickaxes or whatever. So suddenly, a Drake that is only worth 3% increase to you is worth 20 to 30% for the opposing team, and it factors in the stars aligning for them. So if you just simply acknowledge that you're better players at 80, 20%, do not ever allow these variables to change from 0, because you don't need it.
I get what you mean, yeah.
So if you flip this situation and you're the 20% team, the enemy spending time to get the Ocean Drake is breathing room for you. You like it. You enjoy it. If you personally, you've probably been in solo queue where you guys are behind, you're getting ass blasted, and they get a fucking Ocean Drake, and you just breathe a sigh of relief because you're like, oh, thank God. Like,
yeah, it happened last week. They got Baron. We were getting our ass sent into us. They stopped it for an Ocean Drake, and their Baron went out and they couldn't end.
Yes, it happens all the time in solo queue. It is a giant breath of fucking or it's a giant sigh of relief when they stop to get an Ocean or a Clown Drake. And then when you hit tab and see another Ocean or another Cloud Drake, you're like, ah, yes, 12 minutes of freedom, where they just can't do anything. So if you're the losing team, you want the winning team to get the dragon. That's a weird fucking thing. That's the actual psychology behind the Drake. Is if you're losing and that's an Ocean or a Cloud, you want them to fucking take it. Because it causes them to slow down. Like, temporarily. So, and also, it's a thorn in your side. Because you need RNG, you need things that are outside of your own team's control to sort of try to accelerate you back into the game. So then,
let me ask you this. Yeah. You said it was a bad idea.
Yes.
So given this freeze frame, what would have been the better idea given this?
So in this, here, let me rewind.
Because I still feel like even if we ignore it, there's not much that really that we can actively do that'll grow that lead and actually help us close the game that in this state right now because Quinn, I don't know how much you can actually get done there. I just don't feel like there's enough on the map for us to accomplish
Mhm.
unless we want to force a 4v5.
Okay. So in this specific spot, right? You see Blitz and Sivir?
Yeah.
Okay. They are denying vision in mid. They have a chokehold over vision, right? Quinn shoves this wave in, and Akali crashes this wave. So I'm going to show you inaction as action. Now, this is too deep for NA solo queue, and it's too deep for Korean solo queue. Hopefully, pro teams start doing it in coming years. Now, because you crashed the wave in, these two waves right here and right here are going to form 3+ minion waves and advance back into your team, right? So if these 3+ minion waves go back into you, and the enemy is forced to take an Ocean Drake, and Akali freezes the lane right here, or Sivir freezes the lane right here, what does the opponent do without Baron on the map? They have to take Ocean Drake. But while they're taking Ocean Drake, minions are bleeding and suiciding into their own minions' giant clusterfuck. There's then suddenly losing 700 gold per minute per lane that's permanent frozen.
Mm-hmm.
They have to commit resources while behind into breaking these freezes. They have to invest more resources into control wards, sweepers, and yellow trinkets in order to break these freezes. All that your team has to do is fucking sit pretty because they sent 3 minion waves into you because you guys managed to escort up the vision to their tier 2 turrets and cause the bounce back into you. So because the bounce came back into you, you can freeze it in front of your top tier 1 and your bottom tier 2. And there's no neutral objective on the map. There's no Baron. There's no Dragon. So this isn't really that difficult. Some people are going to be like, oh, in a perfect world. Oh, fuck you. This is not hard at all. So in this exact spot, how the fuck did they just break a freeze up in top? You're not just going to arbitrarily send 4 members into Fog of War while disadvantaged and while behind on gold to try to break a freeze. It doesn't work that way. That's not how League of Legends plays. If Akali or Quinn is freezing in front of this turret, Tryndamere can't just go this far up. He can't break it on his own. So if Evelynn and Tryndamere come and they're going into Fog of War and you're there, or Quinn's there, they just die. So everything becomes less effective for them. They have to invest more money into gold to establish vision. And they're already fucking behind. That's the kicker. You guys are like 20k and they're like fucking 14k, and they're the ones that are having to invest money to break freezes. You guys are just fucking sitting there. You're like, yeah, I'm going to hit 30k one day.
Mm-hmm.
And then you tell them that there's no Baron on the map. And even if there is a Baron on the map and it's 20 minutes, you can basically just say to them, LOL. You're not going to start it.
Yeah.
You lose. So they have to break the fucking ocean, and then what? They have all 5 members right here, hypothetically. They have all 5 members right here. Let's say that you have a teleport top laner, perma-freezing this, and you have an ADC, perma-freezing this down and bottom, right? And mid lane got pushed in, so they don't have a minion wave mid. 5 members just cleared the dragon. What's the play?
There's nothing they can do. I mean, there's nothing they can do. They can't do anything. I mean,
they're bleeding.
There is nothing that they can do. They can't get an objective. They can't push a turret. They can't do anything. I agree with that.
Yeah, they're losing 3 waves a minute top lane, 3 waves a minute bottom lane. They're losing 6 waves a minute. Not just gold, XP too. Because the winning team acknowledged that an Ocean Drake or a Cloud Drake is not beneficial and forced the enemy team to take it.
So
yeah.
Given that you're talking about what you could call optimal, and that this is nowhere near optimal, do you ever think that situation could happen in
I think
a
in
solo,
years.
like maybe?
Maybe in a few. I mean, lane swaps and lane rotations, right? Bottom laners swapping into top lane and being in close proximity to Herald and stuff. NA didn't understand that in Season 4, which is after it was already happening. High MMR solo queue wasn't doing it yet. Right? Now it's mainstream. Right? People understand why you do it. Jungle pathing was not understood even in Season 4. Season 5. You can still argue that it's not totally understood because junglers are, in recent years at least, starting to understand lanes more to factor in decisions based on lane matchups. This isn't something that was common in Season 4 and 5. So every single year that the game exists and progresses, these things that are complex suddenly are not complex anymore. People didn't count CS in Season 2. That's ridiculous. We know to count CS now. We knew to count CS since season 3. You hit tab, right? But people didn't
Mhm.
do it. Some pros didn't do it even in season 4. In season 5, they would say that they can't be asked to count CS. And now we just look at that like, holy shit, you're ridiculous. Freezing waves. That didn't happen until season 3.
Mhm.
Imagine going back into season 1 and freezing a wave. People wouldn't know what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
Slow pushing wasn't understood. Slow pushing still isn't understood. You can pull pro players aside and ask them what certain minion waves will do if you kill certain minions, and they won't be able to answer it accurately.
Yeah. I have a
So
very limited understanding of that as well, so I can relate.
yeah, so like what I'm talking about right now, I don't think it's difficult because I can tell you it from your camera while you're doing it. I can tell
Mhm.
you in real time. I'm practiced identifying it, seeing it, and then spitting it out really fast, right? Because I'm practiced in it. That's all that it takes, is practice. The first time that you recite a memorization pattern or anything like that, you might do it poorly, but you do it enough times. Or for instance, how about this? 8 times 8,
Yeah. 64. Yeah.
64 instantly. And the reason that you know that
Mhm.
is because it was drilled into your brain during
Yeah. For
elementary school.
years.
For
Yeah.
years. 8 times 8, 64.
Yeah.
So you're not doing any mental math. You just know that it's 64 because you've done it enough. But at one
Right.
time, when the teacher first handed you that slip, right, that said 8 times 8, 64, you don't know that it's 64. You don't know why it's 64 if you don't know multiplication.
Yeah.
So suddenly it seems daunting, right? What if you go a step further and you do something like 15 times 15? Now this isn't on everyone's multiplication sheets, so some people might not get this, right?
Mhm.
You can go further, 20 times 20, right? 400, right?
Mhm.
And then you can go even deeper. You can eventually get to long division or long multiplication, etc. And if people practice it enough, they can do it. So I don't fucking believe that what I'm suggesting here is that difficult, because it's not. On the surface, it's not. I can explain it to you here in a voice call. All it takes is practicing it and getting it right. Not saying, oh, it's too difficult. Oh, that's daunting. I don't want to do that. It takes too much
Well,
coordination.
I think the reason why I say that is
No, not
because it
you. I just mean people.
requires. Well, no, no. The reason why I said that earlier is because I feel like like when you're talking about like freezing minion waves or slow pushing or lane swaps and that kind of stuff. I guess lane swaps aren't the perfect example, but a lot of those
Mm-hmm.
things are individual players, while this kind of thing that you're talking about requires like full team coordination. Because let's say you have
Yes.
Sivir and Quinn / Akali freezing, and then Blitz is like, I'm gonna run mid and we're gonna, you know what I mean? So you have to have everyone on the same page essentially, and that isn't something that I think is that easy to get to. That's why I'm more concerned that's not necessarily going to be that easy to
Well,
reach, as well
when
as we reach no freezing or that kind of thing.
okay, so if your bottom lane just killed bottom tier 1 and it's 14 minutes, right?
Hmm.
What do you want the top laner to do, the bottom lane, and what are you gonna do? If you're standing in this brush, right, and your bottom lane just killed the turret, bottom lane's recalling.
Assuming all things are equal, like I don't have all my top camps gone or something, I recall, I go top, I pressure Herald with them.
Yeah, and you know that the top laner recalls and goes bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just talked about 4 people that know what to do.
Well, because
That's
I
not
think
hard.
it's more. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think
But
it's
this
more.
was
You
hard.
need to be coordinated for a long period of time where you need to spend several minutes coordinating that freeze and that bleed. You know what I mean? Because that's not something that recall, that going top, that going bot, that happens in the span of a recall. That doesn't happen in the span of 6 waves that you've frozen. You know what I mean?
That's
So
true.
I think it's harder to get people coordinated for a longer period of time, rather than having that burst of, hey, bot lane turret, I guess I should go bot lane now because I am Quinn. You know what I mean? So that's I get what you're saying though.
Yeah.
Maybe in years,
What?
like I really hope so. That would be awesome. You know what I mean? In years
Yes.
when I'm an old man in League terms and I'm no longer playing League, then sure, that would be awesome to look at a pro play game and they have 290 IQ thought of every single strategy. That would be
It would be
amazing
really
to
good.
watch.
I mean, what we're talking about here, this 4-man rotation, imagine saying this to people in season 3.
Yeah, that would be like, what the fuck
They
are you
would say it's
smoking?
too
Yeah,
hard. Yeah, they would say it's too hard.
yeah, I get what you mean.
So we've come far enough to where it's not hard. It's commonly understood, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
I get what
anyways,
you mean.
that's the whole thing about Ocean Drake. I would actually love to hear a counter argument. I mean, one of the counter arguments that people would support is that if you're good enough to win at 80%, then you should be good enough to win at 82%. The issue with this is that you allow variables to then exist that you could have just prevented.
Right.
I don't know the correct term to argue against this, but I know that this is an argument that some fucking mouth breather would throw at me. I'm a mouth breather, by the way. I'm an asthmatic. But anyways, I know this is an argument, and I know that it's able to be argued back against. I just don't know the correct way to do it.
Is that a thing on Blitzcrank Zeeks? I figured these old Clonon
Yeah, it's not
is
bad.
like,
You gotta pick here. You start Baron.
yeah, they get a benevolent and then they get a free pretty much. Oh, that was a tragedy. I got flipped out and then snared, I think, and so I had to. Yeah, I got snared and I had to flash smite it.
Well, I mean,
I don't know how
Singe
it
isn't
didn't.
here.
Yeah, it was just more of a secure thing. I was kind of panicking. I was watching the Baron's HP. I didn't want Trinimir to spin over the wall. I panicked there.
Yeah.
I panicked so hard there.
Get Baron here. If you guys are doing this right, the lanes would pulsate different.
Yeah,
But
but
Akali's not
Leona
there,
engages for no reason, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, no one should be up hitting the wave. No one.
You think we should wait for Akali?
You wait for Akali to get this wave. You come over here. You clear out any vision. You sweep her, right?
Mm-hmm.
You go with Akali. The wave is tapped. And then you escort with Akali and you do 0-2-3. And after you do 0-2-3, they're forced to engage into you. And then you play front to back. You kite backwards.
Sure.
But Singed isn't there, and if your 3 teammates just get away, because, again, they should never be in range to get Leona engaged on, you can auto the turret while Akali protects you. Like in mid.
Yeah.
This whole thing's a joke, this fight.
Yeah, I agree with that one. That fight I don't think should have happened. But I get the idea, but I get what you mean as well. I don't think that fight should have happened. I guess the plan behind it was we had 2 or 3 stacked minion waves. We can just, like, we're gonna win a fight even if they engage on us, which was obviously incorrect. It ended up just being me and Sivir having to kite back.
Yeah. Oh, that spear missed. But
Oh wait, which one I was?
that on Leona.
Oh, on
It wouldn't
Leona.
do
Yeah,
anything.
on Leona.
Akali should just stay mid. She shouldn't come.
If I had another 200 gold there and I had a Fiends, I would have been able to save Quinn there.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah,
healed her. I healed her in the middle of that fight, so that was just unfortunate. And that was a bad spear by me as well.
This is concerning to me because Sivir still has heal. You guys can win this, but you don't think so. But you won't get better as a player unless you push limits like this. I think this is very winnable. Yeah, you guys can definitely win this with Sivir having flash. But I can tell that you're uncomfortable because you want to win the game. But this is an issue with getting better as a player. Is you're concerned with winning the game so that you can get LP. But the reality is that this is a perfect spot where you're so far ahead that even if you both die, you can still win. And this is a spot where you can 2v3, and you should try to push yourself to do it.
So you don't think that fight would take long enough for Trinimir could move over from mid? Because we just lost vision on him, I think, a second later. I'm pretty sure. And so you don't think that fight would take long enough?
No.
You think we'd be able to win that fight before Trinimir gets there?
Yeah, you win this. Like, Sivir will play this different if you hug with her.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
You know?
I
Like,
try to-
she
yeah,
doesn't
just
need to
gotta-
kite this far back if you're showing a desire to stand with her.
Yes. Can you hear my roommate or no?
Yeah.
No.
God bless.
God bless, dude.
Right here you win. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So, main gripes, you have to use F keys. Stop being lazy. You have to use F keys. You have to understand lane matchups more relative to your pathing. Because you make a lot of arbitrary decisions that are based on mini-map state, but it doesn't tell the full info. And sometimes it's going to work, other times it won't. So this is just something everyone should do, is use F keys. It takes practice, getting used to it. And I know Nidalee has to press her cooldowns very often and all this other stuff. There's a way to micro jungle camps without looking at them using the minimap and placing your mouse cursor over the minimap. So for instance, if you're on Gromp right here,
They removed that. They removed that with Nidalee. You can't do that anymore. Use your minimap for abilities.
Really?
Yeah, they removed that in season 6, I think, because people would use their W over the minimap when they don't want to jump away, and they would just jump backwards, and so they actually removed that functionality.
Holy
When I
shit.
first picked up Nidalee, I saw that and I can understand it, but yeah, no, they removed that unfortunately.
Okay. Um, all right. So F keys are important. Um, if if there's a wildfire starting, like let's say your top laner's level, let's say your top laner's level 6 and opponent's 4. It doesn't you don't matter anymore. Like
Yeah.
realistically, just let that wildfire consume them. Um, like obviously, it's still path relative. Like you just have to go even at this point because this lane is so big. But don't worry about getting yourself ahead. I mean, you're on an A though, so take what I say with caution because laners and junglers don't play together. I like you
Yeah.
yourself you're talking about jungle as a 1v1, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's 2v2 top, 2v2 mid, 2.5 versus 2.5
But like
bot.
that's as you say. Like that's just how I've gotten used to it. I
Yeah.
mean that's just how solo queue has been always been for me. That's how I've learned how to play. Is I play to where if I beat the enemy jungler and they are useless, and then if my laners are already winning,
Yeah.
I don't need to impact them. I can just fight, and then
Yes.
if I make the enemy jungler useless, we win already. So,
Yes.
but that is just because like you talk about NA solo queue because that's just how it is. We don't need to play together. We don't play together.
You
It's
you
just we're
guys
playing
don't.
apart.
Yeah. You don't need to, and they don't. It's
Hmm.
it's like two really really bad problems. I don't think NA solo queue will get cured. I mean, you look at every other major esport that has NA solo queue ladder, and everything that I ever see, people complain. Koreans complain about NA Overwatch. Uh, Koreans complain about NA StarCraft 1. NA StarCraft 2 was terrible. I'm assuming that it's the same for Warcraft. Uh, Back in the day, NA players were terrible. There was Clan X17. So basically, if you were a complete reject, you played on Clan X17 in StarCraft 1. And if you were a human being, you went to OPTOT on EU West, or you went to OPT Team Liquid in oh no, I'm sorry, Europe OPTOT, and then EU West was OP Team Liquid, and then it was OpHio, which is the Korean channel, OpHio with the dash. So I don't know. NA solo queue and everything has always been terrible. It's never gonna get fixed.
Hmm.
So
So, just as like a small kind of thing, besides the F keys, was there anything glaring, or is it just kind of like working with my teammates better? I mean, obviously, I feel like a lot of the stuff that you're saying is kind of like I can't trying to think of the word like chiseling. You know what I mean?
there's
Like the F
there's
keys, I feel like are also not massive because I feel like you can get 80% information from minimap, which is probably why I've gotten used to it because I play a champion with 5-second cooldowns, so
mhm.
I've gotten used to it. But I get what you're saying. The F keys, I feel like are like 20% information. So you're right, they did give me more. But besides that, would you say anything major?
um I think that your, and don't take offense to this, your Nidalee does not look as clean as Korean Nidalee's, like the first person view.
Hmm.
And that's a major problem. Like it's very noticeable to me that you are a Western Nidalee.
Okay.
What's your ping?
45, 50.
That's fucking terrible. There's a semi-famous Nidalee player on Korea named Gyun, and he occasionally gets high masters challenge. He's very mentally unstable, very 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 mentally unstable player.
Hmm.
But occasionally gets high masters challenger with Nidalee. He's very very clean. He streams on Twitch. Um, Let me try to find his Twitch. I don't know where the fuck it is. Does anyone know Yun's Twitch? Yun100? Alright, hold on.
Can you send me a link? I don't really look at a lot of Korean release. I know most of the NA and EU ones, but I don't know any Korean ones. So I always
Oh,
like
he's
stalking
streaming.
PPGs.
Oh, he's streaming something stupid. Oh, he's streaming Lost Ark. Does he have videos of him playing League? Did he quit League? No, he didn't. Alright, hold on. Maybe this is in Italy. Can you see my screen?
I see you playing Magic. And now I
Alright,
see it.
he's playing Kane right now. No, play Nidalee. Sorry. Who's that? Jinzhao.
Okay.
Nunu.
Is
Oh,
it-
is he inting? I think he's running it down. He picked Nunu.
Said he was a Nidalee player. I thought he would have a soul, but then he picks in Chow. Yikes.
Jesus. Uh, Gun videos. He has another one here.
Oh, I saw a
Kane.
bunch of
Oh,
Kane.
that
Yeah.
was Nidalee, right? I think there's a
Uh,
Nidalee in here.
I saw the soul, whatever Kane or whatever the Odyssey Kane.
Yeah, I saw that too. Nidalee? No, that's fucking Yasuo. Oh god. Nidalee? Please. Oh, Nidalee.
There we go.
Alright, wait.
I like how the instant you show up, it's a fucking gray screen too. Nice.
I know. You like that? Alright, let's just watch him. I'll spend some time with you as I play.
Oh, he buys his items by clicking on their categories in the shop. That's
Oh, it's gross.
he missed the spear on the Raptor too. You were picking the worst possible times to watch him.
I love it.
What the fuck is going on?
Alright, so we'll just watch like the first 6 minutes together or something.
Sure. I noticed like every single Korean Italy player uses Headhunter too.
I wonder if there's advantage to it or something.
What
I'm
I
not
usually
sure.
hear is the spear is darker and harder to see. That's usually what I hear.
Hmm.
It's like he waits so long between abilities. What the fuck? Like he like transforms. And, I don't know. Feels. Oh god.
Yeah, he missed. This is the best time. This is the best replay.
Oh god, dude. If this is in Eastern Italy, I'd hate to see how bad you think my Italy is. Holy
Jesus
shit.
fucking Christ.
What the fuck? He's actually about to die already. He needs to smite it. Yeah, what the fuck?
He's got this. You just believe.
He doesn't even have talisman for Raptors. He's gonna lose the rest of his HP to this camp. What the fuck, dude?
You like this?
Oh my god. Yeah, if this is what Eastern Italy's are, I worry for my future.
You got this. He fucking Yasuo.
Pretty stepped up.
He does not play jungle. Like, so what I mean by that? Like, no, he's a jungle main. He is mentally unstable. Like, he is a pure mechanical player. Like, he just does stuff on Nidalee mechanically. He will go to ganks that require opponent, like, watch.
Like this now.
Like,
Oh, he hovers over
he
himself
keeps
to heal
going.
himself. Oh, he hovers over himself to heal himself. That's the thing that triggers me
You
the
like that?
most.
Do you like that?
Oh god.
I hope that you like this. I hope that you like it.
Yeah.
No, but what I mean is, like, he does not path relative. I had a conversation with him once on stream about it. He doesn't think about lanes and stuff. He looks at it and decides if he can hit a spear or not. It is the most brain dead. So it's so sick. Like, look, where the fuck are you going? You're pathing top. Look, can you look at bottom, please? No, not today. There we go.
Oh,
So
about a
sick.
20th of a second, yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, just hit spear. Like in this moment, it's so easy to hit F keys and just look, and he doesn't. So sick. I really, it really hurts
Yeah.
like I feel uncomfortable when I can't see lanes. Like, look at that. What are you doing?
Yeah. He went there without even looking once or even, yeah, I know what you mean. And then just, you don't get anything out of it. He goes to the Scuttle Crab and, yeah, but, you know, I know what you mean. He just looks 2 seconds before he goes, and it's probably what I'm doing too. Wait, Zin's top. It's like, yeah, right there, that's a free Krug camp, I almost feel like, because he has
Yeah,
Smite
you
and
can go
Flash.
Krugs. Yes, you can go
Yeah.
Krugs.
I would have ditched that fucking Scuttle. Yeah, he doesn't even want it anyway. Never mind.
Also was fighting. Oh, Jesus Christ, I feel so naked. It really does. It really bothers me.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. That's. Oh, he missed. Oh, that was the spear he missed earlier. Oh,
Here we
IP.
go. This is
This
great.
is where the fun
This is
begins.
where it starts.
He doesn't die here though, because I know he was 401 at one point.
Fucking cheater.
Zin's actually not playing the game. Okay, wait, Zin's actually not playing the game. Oh my god.
I love League of Legends.
Yeah. If Koreans are the height of solo queue, then the NA is doomed if this is Korea.
So he's recalling.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He doesn't buy a pink. He does. Oh my god, he didn't buy a pink either. Oh,
I
that.
love League of Legends.
Oh god. That's the real thing. I can't leave base if I have that much gold. Like if I don't have enough gold for like boots or something, and I don't buy a pink, I feel like I'm just trolling myself because that gives me counter-jungle information. What's the timer? I can't.
It's 7:08.
Okay. I wasn't sure how early he hit 6. Wait, did he just click his ability to use it?
That was weird. Yeah. I mean, he hasn't done it the whole
What?
game, but
Yeah, no, that's just so weird. I've never seen someone.
yeah.
Oh, he missed another spear. Jesus, my Twitch viewers give me shit every time I miss a spear. They would flame the shit out of this guy.
I like that.
And what rank did you say this guy was? You said low challenger?
Yeah, occasionally. I mean, it always depends. Sometimes he's D5, 0. Literally. No, actually.
That's funny. Like you think it's like a mental issue or
Oh yeah, it's 100%
like
mental.
mentality? Okay.
It's 100% mental.
Oh wait, why are you running? Okay, he's fine.
Triple kill.
Yes, this is where he was 402. This game is pretty much already over. Or it should be, I imagine. 8.5 minute runic boots. Or is he not playing boots? Yeah, he is. This is why I can't stand not having an item set, because I would have already been at the base wall right now.
Yeah.
You're done so much quicker every time you recall.
God, I feel so naked. uh,
Alright, so just out of curiosity, are you showing me this because you want to show me the mechanics, or because like
I just want to show
you're
this guy
like
forces things that shouldn't be possible.
Right.
So the reason I'm showing it is because it's an example of a logical play that
works out more often than it should?
way more often than it should.
Sure.
But like for instance, I know in that game with what is it, Singed, right?
Mm.
He would have killed Singed. Or like he would try to, you know what I mean? But
You would have
didn't
killed
even
Singe
try.
or died of the turret trying.
Yeah, exactly. So it's yeah, it's an issue like that. Kills this. Gyun's in chat. Gyun, you flame me all the time. I flame you now too.
What the hell? Alistair's top.
But today, Gyun, I compliment you. He's in chat right now. He said I'm trash. Gyun, why don't you look at lanes? You can be better player. You don't try. Oh my god, F key to see Dusk Trail. Ah, Jesus.
I actually don't know why that's a thing that you can see Dusk Trail while he's ulting. I think that should be removed. I feel like that kind of nullifies half the fucking purpose of Nocturnal. You already know exactly where he is just by looking for a tenth of a second. He's gonna go for that turret. He's gonna go for that turret. Oh my god, what a fucking G.
I fucking told you.
What a G, what
He
the
doesn't.
fuck?
He just doesn't care.
Wait, he's gonna kill Nocturne. He's gonna kill Nocturne.
I know he doesn't
Oh.
care. He,
Oh.
he really
Oh.
just doesn't.
Oh.
He doesn't care.
What a G, dude. I fucking love this dude. Dude, you need to get the fuck out of there, though. What the fuck?
No, he doesn't care. He's gonna try to kill Kaisa.
That's fucking great, dude.
He needs the ID Chad jungle.
Alright, if you don't buy Sheen, alright, thank god. If he doesn't buy Sheen, I was gonna join in and flaming him too.
Alright. Is that consent clown in chat? Okay. Oh man. I fucking love this. I love League of Legends.
Yeah, for anyone who ever thinks that they're not good enough to hit Diamond or whatever rank they want to hit, just know that these players are literally the highest ranks in their servers in the top 0.01%.
Mm-hmm.
And this is yeah.
You
I mean, that goes
fucking
for me.
believe it.
Flash, no balls. Oh, he doesn't need to. Ooh. Wait, did Nocturne? What did Nocturne spell shield? I didn't see him spell shield. No. I must have
But
missed him.
everyone's-
Yeah, I must have missed his spell shield because I thought Nocturne had spell shield. Oh, he spell shield right at the beginning. He spell shielded the E. Okay. The fact that I get hit by that is actually depressing, even more to the bush.
Jesus fucking
Oh my god, dude.
I fucking love that. I love League of Legends.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I don't ask about your comment. When you say that you can tell I'm a Western Italy, what do you mean by that? You mean that I'm slow or that I'm what?
You're so indecisive, and it seems like your decisions are changing almost every second inside of the fights. Whereas you can see with him, you can know what he's gonna do, like 10 seconds in advance.
Even
Like,
if you're
and
making
it's not
fun of him
just
for
because
it.
of him. No, I know, but it's
Yeah.
like you can see that his decision is already made up way before the sequence begins.
Right.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say.
Well, see, when you said Western Italy, I thought you were talking about like that I was just doing.
Not just mechanics. No. It just
Yeah, I
it
thought you were talking about
looks
mechanics.
very confident with everything that it does. Like, look at this. Like, just look to try to see if you can see him hesitate. Like, he already knows what he wants. He already wants Riven.
Holy shit,
You know
dude.
what I mean? He knows what he wants, and he's not going to. Well, see?
What the?
But
Man's got 200 health, he fucking jumps back into turret range. Oh my fuck, dude.
I love League. Oh man.
Wait, you went Lich Bane against Zin and Riven and Nocturne with a Kaisa? I don't agree with that decision. I feel like you kind of want the gauntlet there, just for the armor and slow, but I could be wrong.
Don't worry
But I
about
guess
it.
when you have a player like this, you don't go Lich,
You
you don't
don't-
go
yeah, you
gauntlet
don't
ever.
care about
You're not a
that.
gauntlet player. You go for something that can I kill Nocturne in 0.2 seconds faster.
Yeah. Okay, I'm a fuck boy. What? What does that even mean? Oh my.
Just out of curiosity, who do you like for Nidalee mechanic wise? Like who's your favorites? I hear a lot of people talk about like Peanut and Cuz for Koreans, but I
Yeah.
personally have always thought Peanut's a little overrated mechanics wise. Um, what's your opinion? Do you think he's the best or?
No, Peanut's not the best mechanic wise. I think Tarzan's insane.
Oh yeah, Tarzan's also insane. I forgot about him.
Tarzan's really, really,
But
really scary.
I mean, I think I've heard more about Peanut and Cuz just because they're like the old timey, you've heard about them for years, so everyone just says their name when Italy comes up.
Mhm.
And even though Tarzan's, the new last 2 years player, so nobody knows his name. As far as Nidalee is concerned, because why would they? He's not known for his
Right.
Nidalee. So
All right. That was
yeah,
it, Kraken.
Tarzan's god tier. I agree, but
Oh man. Anyways, I guess that's pretty much it.
yeah, no, I enjoyed that.
Okay.
I still do think you and I have different views on jungle.
God damn it.
Very frequently, but I mean, I will say though that I've made enough. Which I think of a good way to put this. You've opened my eyes to enough things that I can appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if I don't necessarily agree with every single thing you say.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I think it's fun.
Okay. All right, man. Whoever your friend was, your friend bought it, right? Or one of your viewers?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So. Okay. Well, talk later or something. Whenever.
Have a good night, dude.
All right. You too. Bye.